for example, the reason why the transatlantic slavery was so successful was actually because of divide and conquer.
Absolutely.
Right? They were able to penetrate some of us in the higher hierarchies, and they were actually the ones who were perpetrating, the most heinous crimes in terms of actually going to their own people, bringing them, say, there you go. Right? So the point I'm making is, if there was a collective, I guess, homogeneous mindset at that time, it would have been more difficult, to play that divide and conquer. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you asked a very important question. You said, what do you think is black people's problem collectively? So when we say black people, we may say it in a different way. When I say black people, I speak of people who've adopted the black brand. And the people who've adopted the black brand are Africans. Africans have been programmed within a 500-year European experiment, a black experiment, to adopt the black brand, which I believe is the best brand in the world. It's better than Nike. It's more widely adopted. And when you adopt a brand, you adopt everything that comes with that. Now, Europeans are cognizant that they have to protect the image of whiteness. Whiteness is something they created. It's not real. It's a construct. But Europeans understand the importance of protecting the image of whiteness. So now we're finding out all these police are pedophiles and rapists and criminals. We find out that this has been going on for perpetuity since the dawn of them setting it up.
Kings and princes and...
all of them. Now, what they understood is that PR was wholly necessary from the outset. So the establishment, in protecting their pedophiles, rapists, murderers, thieves, create terms like archaeologists, thief, discovery, breaking and entry. They create a superior language around what they do to sanitize the most heinous things they do: rape, kidnap, people trafficking, pedophilia, transatlantic slave trade, colonialism. You merely uphold, promote and preserve the image of whiteness. Unfortunately, the architects of the image of whiteness are the architects of the brand of blackness. Criminals, fatherless homes. It may surprise you to learn that middle-class English families have equally as many absentee fathers as African and African Caribbean homes in the UK, as working class, because black people, so-called, under the brand, are merely representative of all people. The difference is African and African Caribbean people do not collectively understand the importance of protecting the image of blackness. So we let our poop rise to the top, whereas they suppress their poop, which is getting harder and harder to do in a 24-hour camera phone news age. So therein lies the only difference. So then what do we get caught up in the conversation of trauma bonding?